All right. Hi, everyone. This is starheavenly,
Hello.
a recent VTuber I discovered, and I think their art's really cool. And so, yeah, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is starheavenly, also known as Sawyer. I am a merch artist and a Twitch streamer and an illustrator, pretty much anything in between.
Mm-hmm.
I started on YouTube as a quote-unquote storytime animator, and then I've since moved on to just Twitch.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. That's cool. I'll
You
have
didn't
to
know
look it up.
that?
No, I did not.
You really do not need to.
Oh, okay. That's fair. All right. Well, I mean, I obviously, this is the special one where I'm asking, or I'm talking to people who have made their own models. But the first question is, I guess, how is the process of, drawing and rigging your own model?
Um, I drew my model in like one sitting at like 1 o'clock in the morning because I sketched it out. I was doing like a lot of concept art for it, and I was like, I will never rig this, and then I proceeded to rig it. As far as doing the art, the art's definitely like the easiest part. Getting all the stuff to, I have a simpler style, and like my character doesn't have a bunch of like integral little details, so it's definitely a lot easier for me to do all the prep work and stuff as far as like separating stuff and knowing how I want things to move. Um, but it honestly wasn't really that difficult as far as the model art goes.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then I guess, well, what inspired your model's design?
Um, I had a Sona. I was trying to make a new Sona because my
Mm-hmm.
mascot is one of my OCs, but that OC is a girl. And so it became kind of confusing a little bit. So I wanted to make something a little bit more androgynous. And
Mm-hmm.
so I had this design of like a Beeman character. And I
Mm-hmm.
pretty much took that silhouette and kept changing it to do something I like. And I pretty much had this model, but more of a brown color scheme in
Mm-hmm.
mind. Um, and then I proceeded to switch it to a more pastel color scheme. I pretty much reused my mascot's color scheme, except with like a lavender color too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm a sucker for pink, blue, and yellow. I can't get enough of it,
That's
and
fair.
so that's kind of where all that came from. As far as like the swirls and the stars in my hair that
Mm-hmm.
are always there, that was actually inspired by uh, a VTuber model that I saw that had like these little floating stars in her hair. It's a lot different from mine. Hers don't move, um,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like a bunny with like stars in it.
Ooh, that's cool. All right. Here, let's do the. So I guess what specifically like led you to just like making your own model? I mean, because I guess obviously you're an artist, but like maybe more specifically, what led you to just learning to rig it yourself rather than commissioning someone?
Um, if I'm gonna be honest, mostly money. Um, I think rig artists are so talented and every penny is worth it, but
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, I do not have that penny. And I just thought, if I want to do this seriously, and have the freedom to make my model do whatever I want and, add outfits and expressions and stuff whenever I want, I might as well just buckle down and learn how to rig myself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I actually already used up my free trial, so I did get the monthly subscription. Um, and I pretty much just subscribe to it when I need it. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and so it took like a little bit to get the ropes of it, but again, my model is incredibly simple, so I don't really have all the super integral stuff.
Yeah, that's totally fair. All right. Well, all right. I guess another way of saying this is I guess specifically because obviously there's 3D and whatnot, and I guess I don't know your complete specific skill sets, but um, I guess why specifically like learning to choose 2D maybe over 3D.
um well, the funny thing is, I want to say like a year and a half ago, I downloaded Vroid Studio, which is the 3D,
Hmm.
the most common 3D like VTuber thing, and I got really into it, and I was making Vroid models for like all of my friends and stuff because I was just
Oh.
really excited to like learn how to do that, and that was before it even got updated, so it was very bare bones.
Hmm.
Um, and as much as I like that, the issue with that is that it is primarily anime style,
Hmm.
and there's nothing wrong with anime style, but it's definitely not my thing.
Hmm.
Um, I'm a 2D artist, and so I would prefer to have my model be 2D. If I were to have a 3D one, I would definitely love like a low poly model, um, something right out of Sonic Rush Adventure.
Yeah, that's really cool. I've definitely seen a lot of people. I know like Bell Beeps is one person with like a low
Yeah,
poly
yeah.
model, if you've heard of
I would
them.
love to commission the person that they commissioned.
Yeah, really. Yeah, I guess, well, I mentioned another model maker, but do you have any like model makers who inspired you?
Well, Belle Beeps is definitely one of them. Izzy is an incredibly talented artist who definitely inspired me to learn more about the VTubing community.
Mhm.
Um, they and I both started off as like PNG tubers with like gifs and stuff, and so I think it's only natural that both of us became VTubers.
Mhm.
Um, that and Spatula, who I was watching her streams pretty consistently and watching her rig, and I was just sitting there like, oh, you amaze me. um, and just seeing all the different styles really encouraged me.
No, I definitely get that. I definitely feel you with Spats' art as well because
Oh
it's
yeah,
just like
yeah,
every time I look at it, I'm just
so
it
shiny.
it's God, you're right. Yes. Um, well, I guess this. What challenges have you faced with like specifically with making your own model? Pretty much the drawing and the rigging.
um, I think like getting all the angles down is definitely like a big learning curve. Like moving up and down and stuff. I focused primarily with like making sure that my down angle looks the best because I knew that I would be facing down when like drawing and stuff. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know. It's just the thing about Live 2D, which is the program I use, is it's just so tedious. It's not really a creative program by any means. It's more so a technical one. And I'm not the smartest tool in the shed. And so sometimes I will be following a tutorial and I will get lost halfway through. Um, but once you learn the basics, you kind of just add on to it.
All right. Well, I definitely see the challenges, but I guess what are some like I don't know things you learned, especially from your challenges with drawing and rigging your model.
That use the that you can actually get creative with it. I have a lot of people ask me like, "Whoa, how'd you get the stars moving in your hair all the time?" And it's like, you can hook anything up to the breathing perimeter. You can literally have
Mm.
anything happen at any time with your model. Um, and I really encourage people to get creative with what their model is and their theme and stuff. Um, just try new things. And, if you gotta make a derpy little model to learn, then you gotta.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess how in general, how hard do you think it is to become a VTuber?
Um, uh, I don't think it's very hard. I've seen some very simple models that, barely move, but they definitely have, as long as you have a way that you like to express yourself, I don't think it's very hard. It's always fine to make a 1.0 and then a 2.0 and then just keep going.
All right. What are some memorable experiences? I guess for you, like, I don't know. I guess how new you are to the VTubing
Yeah.
community, but what are some?
Well,
Yeah.
well, with me being new, it definitely feels weird for me to kind of, put my toes in to the VTubing community and kind of just being like, "Hi, I'm here too." And I've been watching VTubers for a while, and now that I have like my own model, it feels very strange for like some of my favorite VTubers to like be following me. I remember like one day like 5 of my favorite VTubers were like followed me that day, and I didn't know how to react.
Oh no, that's totally valid. All right. Yeah. I guess, I mean, maybe like outside of the art aspect, but just like the VTuber aspect itself, I guess, what are some challenges?
What do you mean?
Challenge, so like outside of just making the model, but then when it comes more to just, I guess, being a VTuber, if there's any like challenges you specifically had.
Not necessarily. I was using a camera for my streams for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and it was making streaming really difficult because I was getting like increasingly bad dysphoria, which made me want to not stream at all.
No.
Um, so, while VTubing has made that easier for me, some visual gags are a little harder to do,
Mm-hmm.
especially with like a model. I can throw up some PNGs, but like sometimes it's hard to like show my chat like something that I got.
Mm-hmm. I get that. All right. I guess, what do you enjoy most about being a VTuber?
Um, I guess I think my favorite thing is that when people first enter my stream, they are immediately introduced to my art. Um, and that's kind of using my art as a mask to introduce myself. And it makes a very good conversation starter. Like, oh, I love your model. Oh, I love your art. Like, you know, um, it's a lot less of people having to look at my face and be like, that person's drawing that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's kind of like a cartoon veil,
Mm-hmm.
if in a way.
Yeah, I 100% get that as well. Right. I guess, what was like, I know, like fan reaction, because I know you said you've been doing like other type of illustration. You've like you've made, I know you made pins, you made those like phone grips. I guess, how did people react when you were like, hey, I'm a VTuber now?
Um, I showed a preview of my model. I'm showing some like like, oh, I learned how to do toggles and all this stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
I remember on stream I was like hinting at it. I was like, I would really love to make a VTuber model. Wouldn't that be like crazy? And my chat reaction was like, "Wow, that looks so cool! Wow, I love the design, all this stuff." And I
Mm-hmm.
had a lot of people being like, "Wow, we're really excited," and "Wow, we really like the design."
Mm-hmm.
Um, for I take a lot of pride in character design. I actually want to be a character designer for a hot minute, but that didn't happen. Um, but so for people to immediately be introduced to a character that I designed, and for them to enjoy it, which it makes me extremely happy, and especially like the new people coming in, because a lot of people have been coming in ever since I became a VTuber,
Mm-hmm.
and I've had so many people just immediately fall in love with the model, which like means so much to me.
Mm-hmm.
Which includes like a bunch of fan art, and I get like so overwhelmed by the support.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's. I 100% understand that, and I know you said you wanted to be a character designer. I guess this somewhat fits in, but I feel it's like a little off topic. But um, I guess, how I. I'm trying to think the right way to say this, because I enjoy character design a lot, and I feel like that becomes really important with making a VTuber model. And what do you think about them going like hand in hand with each other?
I think a lot of folks who like character design definitely lean towards becoming VTubers because of like I said, you're immediately being introduced to their creative work, which is their character design skills. Um, I've had a lot of people ask me like, "Oh, how do I get an idea for my Sona or my VTuber?" And it's like I I didn't technically have like my VTuber model completely set out the first time. I my entire color scheme was brown,
Mm.
before I decided on like the stars and the pastels because I'm star heavenly, I might as well keep up the theme.
Yeah.
Um so it definitely you can just figure out like a silhouette before you even figure out a theme. I think getting a theme that either fits with your username or fits in with like your personality is really good. Um, character design is a lot of fun, and I
Hmm.
think finding a way to make a character that is both functional and you know, eye eye catching, I should
Yeah.
say, because usually when I'm scrolling through Twitch and I'm looking for some art streams, I find like the most eye catching model that I can.
Hmm. No, I that totally makes sense. I get that. Let's see. Ooh, I guess because I know you, since you already make like merchandise and whatnot. But I have you ever like wondered about like making merchandise of your model?
Um, I have a Patreon that I made a sticker club with
Hmm.
some merch of my model, which was this January's tier, which I think
Ooh.
ends today if I'm correct. But I don't know. I would definitely be happy to make stickers if people wanted that. I don't know if I would go straight away into like making beanies or anything because I think that'd be a little too much of a financial risk because
Hmm.
I made enamel pins of my old mascot for my YouTube channel and
Hmm.
they did not sell
Oh.
very well, which it is fine. I can always figure out something to do with them eventually. Um, but it's just one of those things where it's like if there is a market for it, then sure, but I'd probably just stick to stickers because I can make those at home.
No, I get that. How do you make your stickers? If you mind me asking.
I have a bunch of TikToks that I can send you of all the stuff that I use, but I
Hmm.
have a Canon printer that I print, and then a silhouette portrait that I cut them out on, and I just use really high quality sticker paper.
That's nice. I know I bought this. I think I also because I think I saw this on TikTok, but like that little like X shaped machine, and it's like you make like a really simple paper sticker or whatever. I mean, I've always been interested in making stickers and whatnot. Just,
Oh yeah, it's super easy once you get the hang of it.
um, but yeah. Hmm. I guess think about it. Um, ooh, I know something because I know this is something that people do a lot or frequently and whatnot. But have you ever thought about like collabing with other VTubers and whatnot to do something?
Um, I would love to, and I would definitely love to, but I am extremely shy. I and plus like I said with my YouTube channel, I've been on the internet for a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
And like quote unquote networking for a hot minute,
Mm-hmm.
and I have literally experienced people who have only like kept in contact with me when they wanted to use me for like views or, anything like that. And I never want other people to feel like that. So
Yeah.
I tend to steer away from networking altogether, which probably isn't a good thing, but I don't know. I don't know why I'm so shy. Like I'm friends with these people. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
friends with plenty of VTubers, but I'm still like often like, "Oh, do you want to like I don't know, draw together on stream?"
Yeah. No, I mean, I hope that you'll be able to do that eventually because I think it'd be really cool to see you drawing with other VTubers and whatnot. Like I said, I really admire your art style. I think it's incredibly what's the right word? It's very bright. I think is
Yeah.
the right way of saying it.
That's a great way to put it.
Um, yeah. All right. Well, I guess with like kind of the final question, but and I usually ask everyone this, but I guess what would your advice be for just people trying to get into model making, getting into VTubing, whether it be 2D, 3D, PNG tuber.
Um, well, like I said, don't be scared to make a bad model because I actually a year ago made my old mascot as a model and it was not very good. It was just not very good. The mouth did not move nearly as much as my current one and it was just not a good time. But yeah, I would say just, use that 40-day trial on Live 2D if you need to. I think VRoid Studio also has a free trial, and there's nothing wrong with tutorials. There are plenty of streamers who would be happy to answer questions for you. I remember I hung out in Spats streams a lot, and I would ask her questions like how to do
Mhm.
like the drawing arm and stuff. Just reach out, and most people are very happy to help you because this is a wonderful community who um, aren't necessarily like scared of competition. They more so want more of a community.
Mhm. All right. Well, thank you. I do really appreciate your time in answering all these questions and whatnot. Like I said, I think your art style is really amazing, and I definitely can't wait to just continue watching and seeing you grow as a VTuber and a person.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm really glad I got to be here.
All right. Cool. And